Located in the Southern Rhone region of France, only about 10 miles away from Chateauneuf-du-Pape, Gigondas is often overshadowed by that legendary AOC. And yet, there are some excellent wines coming out of Gigondas and at prices that are meaningfully lower than Chateauneuf wines. Like Chateauneuf-du-Pape, Gigondas wines are oftentimes a blend of Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvèdre, so-called GSM blends. Under the AOC requirements, Gigondas has to include at least 50% Grenache and at least one of Syrah or Mourvèdre, although as a practical matter it oftentimes includes all three. If you're drinking a Gigondas, at least currently, you know you're drinking a red wine, as at least to date there are no white wines that bear the Gigondas AOC designation. That will soon change, however, as back in September of 2022, the Gigondas AOC voted to amend its specifications to include white wines. That change will become effective with the 2023 vintage. The fact that the Gigondas AOC is largely located in the foothills of mountains is beneficial for at least two reasons. First, the mountains provide some beneficial and welcome shade to vineyards located in certain areas. And second, due to the fact that some vineyards are planted at elevations up to 600 meters above sea level, those vineyards planted at the higher elevations often benefit from a higher diurnal range and cooler nighttime temperatures. That results in grapes that have higher acidity levels and which ultimately results in wines with higher acidity as well. Nevertheless, Gigondas does have a hot, dry Mediterranean climate that produces bold, red, concentrated wines with relatively high alcohol by volume. In my experience, Gigondas wines oftentimes benefit from several additional years of bottle aging and show their best anywhere from 3 to 10 years after the vintage on the label. While there's a number of outstanding wineries producing high-quality Gigondas, I'm going to briefly mention two of my favorites in this video. The first is Chateau Saint-Côme. Chateau Saint-Côme is a historic producer that's located in Gigondas. Saint-Côme has about 15 hectares of vineyards that they use to make estate wines, but they also act as a negociant and source fruit as well. You really can't go wrong with anything from this producer, and I'm pretty much a fan across the board. Another Gigondas producer we're seeking out is Domaine Brusset. Domaine Brusset does not source any fruit, rather they make wine solely from estate-grown fruit. While Domaine Brusset does make wine from a number of Southern Rhone appellations that are worth trying, I'm particularly fond of their Gigondas. One of these wines in particular offers extraordinary quality for the price. This wine received a 96-point score from Jeb Dunnock, yet sells for only about $40, so pretty impressive indeed.